Go.
Welcome to the Southern Oracles Tarot. I'm the Childlike Empress.
And I'm the Orin.
This reading is for Libra for January 2019. This is a general reading, which means it may or may not apply to your situation right now. So just take the parts that do apply and let the rest go. The cards have already been laid out to save us time. And just to let you guys know how this works, myself or the Orin will lay out a spread, and then we take turns explaining which scenarios we see. Sometimes we agree, other times we don't. With all that being said, let's get started.
Okay. Oh, I just wanted to mention that there are, it's one reading, but there can be multiple scenarios. And we will timestamp them and put them into the description box or the comment section. And if one doesn't resonate with you, you can fast forward to the other and see if that one does. It may both apply to you, or all scenarios may apply to you, or none may apply to you.
Right. Just check us out next time.
Right.
All right, so the first scenario that we see...
well, let's go the cards.
The cards. Let's go through that. Let me let you guys know what we are doing before we talk about scenarios. So for the heart of the matter, we have the Ace of Swords. The challenge is the Empress. For the foundation, we have the Ace of Pentacles. We have the Hierophant as the past. We have the Seven of Cups as the present influence. And we have the Moon as future circumstances. We have how you see yourself is the Ten of Cups in an environment of the Ten of Swords. And oftentimes I see this as universal influences too. So maybe sometimes these are things out of your control. This is the advice, or it could be what you fear or what you hope for. So hopes and fears. And then as the outcome, we have the Hermit card. Just going to pull that up so you can see it. The overall energy of the spread is the Page of Pentacles and the Devil. And then to our clarifiers that we put out to kind of give an overall for them, we have La Donna di Servizio, which means the helper. She can be the maid, the helper, that kind of thing. Okay? So the scenario that I see for the first situation is someone was in a relationship in the recent past. And I mean, this may actually still be playing out right now. In the recent past with this Hierophant card. And I think...
And it could be a marriage.
It could be a marriage.
Or a common law marriage, or just a long-term, long-standing relationship.
Yes, it definitely is. But with this Devil card coming here and this Page of Pentacles coming here, it almost feels to me like someone kind of figured out that their relationship wasn't a good relationship. And I'll kind of go through the cards and explain to you why. So the heart of the matter is the Ace of Swords. So somebody had a realization about a relationship that they were confused about. I feel like when I look at it, especially because you see yourself as the Ten of Cups, which means somebody who is happy in their family life. I feel like you were in a relationship, or maybe it's the other person, the viewpoints can be reversed, where you were kind of oblivious with the Seven of Cups and the Ten of Cups as to what was really going on.
And the Moon.
And the Moon, right, with confusion as to what was really going on in this relationship. You may have felt like this was a happy home and a happy family. But with this...
The other party? Oh.
Yeah, the other party. Well, with the environment being the Ten of Swords, somebody else wasn't happy. So someone was happy and someone else was miserable. That's what I'm seeing. Especially when we clarified, I think we clarified the Moon. We got the Viaggio.
No, we clarified the Hermit.
The Hermit, okay. So when we were clarifying the outcome, which is the Hermit, we had the Viaggio, L'Amore, and then Desperato per Jealousy. So Viaggio is a traveler. You can see the guy on the horse kind of going his own way. And especially with the Hermit here, it may be somebody going to like a spiritual, kind of going off on their own and trying to figure some things out really with the Ace of Swords. About love or about a lover.
Yeah, he's a male lover.
Yeah, about a lover that they were with that caused them a lot of pain. That's what I feel like, especially with this Ten of Swords as your environment. This is your outer environment. I feel like, again, so you felt like you were in a happy situation with someone, but either you did or the other person, someone was happy with the relationship and someone wasn't. I feel like somebody may have left very quickly and you didn't know that that was what was, that they were unhappy. I think that's what it is. Because when I see this one, desperate jealousy, I don't see somebody who's angry. I see more the desperation in it. This person was just like, I'm not happy, that they really wanted to leave quickly. And they may have done it in a way that you weren't aware that they were going to do.
It also could have been they were in and out.
Yeah.
Like they left and came back.
And you
then
couldn't
left.
figure out why. Yeah. But you thought you guys were in a happy relationship, and that wasn't what it was. I feel like, especially with, I'd say what I see. It's not even about a feeling. I see the Empress here, and when I look at her, I feel like there's two things. You were kind of consumed with your wifely responsibilities or your family responsibilities, being a mother.
Yeah, especially with that Ten of Cups.
Yeah, you very much were concerned with what was going on in your household, because you see yourself as somebody who has a happy family, and that is where your focus is. That's what you're working on, right? Making sure that that's abundant. But I think it left you kind of disillusioned because you weren't really sure where this all came from. That's in your headspace as far as the Seven of Cups. So maybe you were just like, you were happy.
You're confused that in your mind, things were going so well.
Right, because all of these cups have good things coming out of them. I think you were confused because you thought that you guys were doing pretty well, and in reality now, with the heart of the matter being that there's clarity, you realize that it wasn't exactly what you thought it was. And especially with this Devil card, this could have been a karmic relationship. Karmic meaning somebody that you were with, who y'all were well suited maybe on the outside, but not, you were well matched. Maybe, they provided for you with this Ace of Pentacles.
Well, they were good on paper.
Right, the good on paper person, the person that you should have a good marriage with. But they're still, with the environment, you guys may have fought a lot behind closed doors.
Yeah, definitely with the Devil. Could have been a toxic relationship.
Yeah, it definitely could have been a toxic relationship. It could have had a lot of negativity, or you could have felt bound to this person, again, because they were good on paper, because you guys were the happy family, the ideal family, that kind of thing. I always see that with the Ten of Cups. I think people has an idealism around this card, so maybe you felt kind of bound with them because you kind of should be with them. Mm-hmm. Maybe they were a high school sweetheart. Maybe they were somebody that you just felt like was a right fit for the kind of life that you wanted to live. So,
but I see with the Devil, and that Ten of Swords, and even with the Ace of Swords, there may be somebody who put you down a lot.
Yes, yeah. Especially with you laying here, this person may have talked down to you. Maybe you were just in, kind of disillusioned because this is just the way that it was, shiny on the outside, but really what was going on, this person talked down to you, lied to you a lot, especially with the sword stabbing you in the back. I think that's part of it. A lot of the confusion with this Ten of Swords. This person lied to you a lot, especially with the advice being a Knight of Wands. They may have been telling you they were doing things that they weren't doing, saying that they were working,
going out with friends,
right? But they weren't. They are traveling, but really they were out frolicking, because I keep seeing Viaggio and the Knight of Wands, which is like somebody traveling to do stuff. Maybe going to see who it was that they were dating with the Lamante and the Viaggio. They were traveling to see their lover, Now with the Page of Pentacles, I feel like this was a lesson, because the page is sometimes a student. It just means that you're being taught something. Maybe it was a karmic lesson, Not that you deserved it in any way, but it was something that you had to learn, maybe so that you could understand that this isn't a bad thing, that this relationship breaking up, because you have two tens here, and two aces, which is new beginnings.
Right, so you have two endings and two new beginnings.
Right, mm-hmm. So the universe is really saying that this ending is a good thing. This is a help, not a hindrance, because this person wasn't honest with you.
And you may see it as a good thing, because I see the Ten of Cups here. So it goes from this confusion to this heavy emotion to now being this Ten of Cups energy, where you're feeling light and happy again.
Yeah, and because you have the Hermit. So the outcome is that you, after thinking about it, especially with this Hermit and this Ace of Swords here, I think after thinking about it, you realize that it is a good thing that it's over. You've become happy that this is over, because it just wasn't, maybe now you're like, okay, now I can actually, my life can be the way that I want it to be. Maybe your challenge now is trying to figure out how to make your life the way that you want it to be, after you've realized that this relationship wasn't a good relationship. But it's a learning curve with that Page of Pentacles there. But that's definitely what I see. I think that the spread ends on a very
positive
positive
note.
note. It does.
I mean, it does. The Hermit is
Soul searching.
a lonely card, could be, but I see it more as clarity.
Mm-hmm.
It's like you're clear now, because there's a freedom attached to
Right.
knowing. This with that Moon card, it was all, and the Seven of Cups, it was all this unknown energy.
Right.
And now with the Hermit, you're like, well, I'm by myself, but at least I know what's going on.
Right. I think that, let's just say, you have the Hermit, and yes, this person's a solitary figure, but here I see it as, I think you have with the Ten of Cups, because of how you see yourself, happiness of the heart, because that's what the Ten of Cups represents, contentment. I think you're happy. I think right now you're like, I'm content. I got everything that I need. All the things that you need to make you happy are with you.
And even those two cards, the Ten of Cups and the Hermit, it gives me a Nine of Pentacles feel.
Yeah.
It gives me a nine.
Yeah, it definitely does a contentment. You are fine with things. And I think happy with the way things are turning out. Now that you had a chance to really think about it. You're like, we weren't really happy. I'm actually glad it's over. He was never really stable, or committed, because this person is not very committal, and I think that you are looking now for something more stable. That's what your feet are doing. That's where you're headed. So you're looking for the person who's not going to make you feel this anxiety, maybe talk down to you. You're looking for the person who's going to give you stability, and maybe you're also learning, new things, learning about yourself with this Empress. I mean, it could be what helps her hinder you.
Yeah, but with the Empress, remember, she's also a healer.
Yeah.
So it could be that once you learn the truth, you actually heal those old wounds.
Yeah. This is a learning process. That's where you're at right now. There's a contentment with you learning how to I guess, because the Devil comes up as an energy. So how to fix some of the problems that may have led you,
right, and help you, contribute to the demise of this relationship, or what was going on. Because I do see somebody who was oblivious.
Yeah, I do see that. I definitely see that with this being your head space. I mean, your heart space is like, maybe even your heart, you always knew something wasn't right. This Empress,
and you let something go on.
Right. With this Moon card.
Almost like an ignorance is bliss kind of feel to it. That's
that's exactly it. Because with this clarity next to the Moon, it's like you knew in your heart something wasn't right, but you let it remain submerged. Like you didn't trust your intuition. And I think now you're just like, okay, well, I'll just... it's like almost like this was hidden. What's the word? Submerged.
Mm-hmm.
You knew in your heart, deep in your heart, that this is what was going on in your relationship.
Or you would only think about it at night before you go to bed.
Mm-hmm.
With something that, something that will worry you.
With this crab coming up out of the water, almost like your concerns would only come out at nighttime, like by the light of the moon. You would really sit and think. And it was weird because when we were doing the spread, I kept seeing these cogs, and I kept looking at them, like, why are these wolves kind of howling at them? Let me hold it up. Can you see it? Okay.
Yeah, I can see it.
Yeah, and I was just like, you see that crab coming up, and it's like your wheels were turning under the light of the moon. You were really kind of examining this, but you were keeping it hidden. Whatever suspicions or whatever observations you were coming to. I think you knew that this person may have been involved with someone else, because I also do see the Empress in this case, because this is the blockage position as the other woman. I don't know. I don't even want to mention what she could be, but yeah, you may have thought that there was another woman involved. You suspected it, but I think, in your headspace, you really didn't want to believe it, So, but you are happy, or right now, you're in hermit mode, you're by yourself, and you're trying to find your own happiness. And the good thing about the Ten of Cups type of happiness is that, especially with the Hermit involved, no one can take that away from you. I think you're actually feeling better.
Yeah, it's like it's an inner happiness.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not an outer happiness. It isn't dependent on people. It's very internal. And I think with the Knight of Wands here, you're starting to become very optimistic about, the possibilities with the Knight of Wands and the Hermit. So this is advice. It could also be that you're ready to kind of move on or move forward. I don't know if it's move on, but move forward. You're more optimistic about the way that things have turned out. So
yeah, and if you can see the Knight and the Hermit are both facing the future.
Mm-hmm.
They're done with this. I'm done.
Yeah, you're finally, I think could be, because this is the ending, and then optimism, and then introspection. This is the beginning stages of healing. The true healing, with you being content with the way you're like, okay, well, I'm happy. I don't need you. I'm happy by myself. I'm happy with what I have. It's an inner peace and an inner contentment.
Well, now that you say that, with the Empress being the in the challenge position, you may have, when you found out, kind of like, I'm okay with this, without really doing the inner work.
Right.
And now you're truly doing the work.
Right. You know what? It just came in when you said that. Sorry, you Libra. Y'all bringing up all kinds of stuff with this moon energy. It's almost like the challenge, like you think that this person didn't find you attractive or something like that. Do you see what I mean? Like, with the Empress card being a blockage.
But that goes with them talking down to you.
Right.
And,
that would have been like this person, like, because the Empress is about abundance and beauty and she represents like this feminine energy. With it being a challenge, it was like maybe... Like
your beauty was under attack or something like that, yeah.
Yeah, this person, like, almost like with the things that they said, you realize this person, like, took away your femininity or something. Like, they took away, you're just, like, you're, like, feeling good about yourself. Maybe by the way that they talked to you or treated you. It just made you feel like less of a woman. You know what I mean? And that's what, just like the cards say one thing, but there's always, like, undercurrents. And I definitely feel that, you know, even though you were trying to make the home a happy home, this person was like constantly coming at you.
Right. At first it was just little with just an ace, and then it turned into that 10.
Yeah, over time this person was just taking and kind of chopping away at your femininity.
You know, first they're probably joking like,
your food.
Your food, or, you know.
Because the Empress is the producer, so I'm thinking like you're
yeah, but they could be like, yeah, you gained a little weight there, honey. You know, it's right, like, you see that the sword is like aimed at her belly.
Yeah.
It's like, you gained a little weight there, honey, as a joke, but, you know, and it just kept going and kept going. And,
you know, and you kept trying to make it, you know, I think this is a bit of an illusion, too. You kept trying to make light of this.
Right.
Of the things that they may have been saying to you, but it's just like you knew. This person didn't, didn't respect you or value you, because the Empress is also about worth. So I think it became clear to you that this person didn't value you, and I think that's why you're happy now that it's over. You know, you can start again. You don't need this person. I think that's where we're coming at with this spread. You know, you don't need this person, but just the fact that they were attacking your worth for some reason really stands out to me. So,
yeah, again with that Ace of Pentacles.
Yeah.
At the bottom.
Yeah,
it's
the reason is your worth, value.
Yeah. Value.
Not appreciating you at all. That's what I think. And so deep down, you may be.
It also could be that they were attacking because, like I said, the sword is pointing to the belly, and then we have that 10 of Cups. It could be that they were attacking your mother skills or something similar like that.
Yeah, maybe trying to use the children against you. Whatever it was that they were doing, it definitely tied into your femininity and your your femininity. It had to do something with your womanhood.
Right.
You know, your weight, your looks, your mothering skills, maybe your cooking ability. It's probably started to build over time with this 10 of Swords. But this person was constantly coming at you. And I think now, because they're gone on whatever it is that they're going to do, you're relieved. You're dead. I mean, the 10 of Swords is somebody who's done. They're done. This situation is done.
Right. But as you can always see with the 10 of Swords, there's always a new day dawning. And so...
Yeah, they said the last thing that they needed to say, and you were just like, you know what, I'm done with you. Yeah, I'm good.
It was like the straw that broke the camel's back. That's almost what it looks like. Yeah, the last thing
they may have said is they were leaving you for someone else. And you were like, you know what, good. Maybe by this point,
you left them after they've said all this stuff to you.
True, because this can be vice versa, especially
because you see yourself as happy.
Mm-hmm.
So
you very much could have been the one like, I'm tired of you. I'm tired of you not treating me the way that I deserve, and I'm good with leaving. I'm good with it being over. It's over. I'm gone with the Knight of Wands here.
And the person could be desperately trying to come back to you with that card here. You know, now that you found your worth and
you're learning. You're definitely learning your worth. That's what I think you're at right now. You've got a sense of emotional contentment, and you're finally starting to learn your value. So I think that's pretty much the message here. This person and their negativity actually help you to find out that you are way more valuable than you knew. So I guess that's the end of that for scenario 1.
Okay. And that's 19 minutes.
Gotcha. Oh, wow. We really felt that one.
So the next scenario I'm going to go through rather quickly, otherwise this video is going to take forever. So from what I'm seeing is somebody who is going through a spiritual awakening. They may be tired of religion, the traditional religion.
Yeah, with the Hierophant here.
And they may be moving more towards spirituality.
With the moon,
or they may be trying a bunch of different religions with this 7 of Cups card up here. Searching for the truth here. And with the Page of Pentacles up there, it lets me know that you're definitely studying.
Yeah.
But I think you're jaded with traditional religion.
Yeah.
And you're looking for something that's better suited for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, even with the Hermit card at the end, you're still searching. It's either you're searching or you found what you were looking for. But I think what happens is either you're trying out different religions to see, what fits, or you could be just taking bits and pieces from the religions that you do study.
Right. Yeah, because when we were talking about the scenario, honestly, I see with the Empress card, in this one, I definitely see it as a blockage. It's like the Empress has to do with 3D, things that are manifested into this world. And so maybe you're kind of jaded with religion because it seems so superficial. Like, it seems so self-centered.
And it could be that it's about
all about
money.
Money, right. That financial prosperity gospel and, about what you have and what you do, how you show up, just having it seems so superficial.
Yeah, now that you said that with the Empress and it made me think of the women who come in with the hats and the peacocking of the church,
Yeah, and you're just like, this isn't for me,
It could even be that the church and politics, maybe you don't like that the church is getting involved in politics.
Yeah, with the Hierophant
Yeah, with the Hierophant there, because that comes up for some reason.
It's murky.
Yeah, it's murky, yeah. Mm-hmm.
I could definitely see that. And I think, like, with this Knight of Wands here, you're looking for something that kind of, you're searching.
It moves you, baby.
Yeah, it moves you. That just, like, stirs you to action. When you go there, you hear the message. And it's very intuitive, the way that you're looking for this. You're just kind of trying out different religions, maybe going to different services or reading different books and texts with the Hierophant and the Seven of Cups, and you're just like, I just need to feel like something that kind of ignites that fire in you, that passion,
yeah,
that this is right, this is the way that I should go. Or maybe you're just taking a little bit of both, or a little bit of all, and making your own. Maybe that's where the Moon cards comes in, just a little bit of everything. You're kind of feeling your way through it and seeing what works for you and what doesn't.
Yeah, but I see you this month just really going inward and seeing what works for you and what doesn't.
Yeah, and then even with, we talked about the religion, with it being false and kind of vain, this could be all of their doctrine, all of their words, all their lies. You're just like, I'm done with this. I literally do not want this at all, with it next to the Hermit card. Just done with that.
As you can see, he's turned away from it.
Yes, his back is definitely turned to all
and this. And he's traveling by his own light.
Right. He's, his own inner light, exactly. So you're definitely looking for something you're more passionate about right now. It's bringing you a sense of peace and happiness that you maybe weren't feeling before. You were in the limelight, kind of peacocking at the church, and it wasn't fulfilling you, I don't think. And now you're like, okay, I got to search within. So that's another message that we saw, which was pretty good. I thought that was different. So that's scenario 2. Time on that?
22:15.
Okay. Well, we're right on
23.
23:15?
No, just 23.
Okay. All right. So the signs that we see here,
Taurus.
Earth signs.
Yes, Earth signs abound.
Earth signs abound.
You got them all. You got Taurus twice with the Empress and the Hierophant, which the Empress can also be a Libra because it's Venus energy.
Yeah.
We have the Hermit.
Yeah.
Virgo showing up. We have Capricorn with the Devil card.
Yeah.
It could also be a fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries.
Mm-hmm.
And that's pretty much what I'm seeing.
Yeah, Earth and Fire showing out. But we also did see the Moon, so it could be
that's right, the Moon,
or
Pisces. That's right. Okay.
But yeah, Earth signs showing out. Pages, Empress, Taurus, stay out of this. So that's all I pretty much see for the messages. How about you?
Yeah.
Okay, well, if you guys resonated with this scenario or with scenario number 2, whatever.
Or both.
Please like,
share,
and subscribe. Also, we encourage different perspectives, so please share how the cards and energies appear to you in the comments section below. Until next time, take care.
Bye.